I think Bard is such a good answer as well into these type of semi-global comps because he allows you to rotate so much faster. Then you have Jhin who can follow up really easily. It was Carrier that was just, I think it was on Bard. Yeah, but Carrier Bard was just missing like 6 Qs and then he locked in and he didn't miss any.
Oh yeah, Buzz coming on over. This is not when Zeus wanted to go for the dive, and that is first blood over to Perfect. That was very optimistic.
Yet really with troubles that started during...
Oh, hook and connect here. Level 5 for Delight as he does have to flash to get himself out of the way, but it is a gorgeous Cosmic Binding as BDD still comes over. The Realm Warp comes in. Double Taunt does come on down as the curtains have been called, but Cuz will show up and down goes Zeka as well. That is Feats of Warfare and the KT roller coaster is going up, baby.
Pretty sure all of us predicted Humble Atlas. I don't want to overreact. I'm just saying, it's putting it out there.
And I also think that even if KT win game 1, the chances are low.
Yeah, but come on.
2,000 gold lead, which is kind of nutty.
Test for Perfect. He's passing it. He knows his team is taking Dragon. He needs to leave.
Back home.
He's going back home. Wait. Oh, you said flub a dive.
Yeah.
I thought you said flubber dive. I'm like, is that
if Zach was in the game,
that's
Elastic Sync.
I'm like, are you talking about the movie?
All right, well, now they're just going to wait until Gwen is not immune. And she's not immune, and there goes the perfect game. So there we go. We don't need to talk about it anymore.
No,
Pants.
Just add the rider. What's Jason's Twitter?
Yeah. All right, Peanut is going to come in and look to see whether this Rift Herald is going to be going down or not. As Shelly loses interest, we'll be able to go back to the pit as HLE, still looking for more as Perfect, does manage to sidestep the Cosmic Binding, and the Heroic Entrance does come down. No knock-up onto Perfect right now as Cuz turns up, and KT, everyone there to protect Perfect. The Magical Journey did come on through there, and now the rest of HLE are coming on over. Nice knock-up with the depth charge, but Peter is still going to go down. Tempered Fate going to connect here as now Perfect is going to be the target. Decent double taunt there as Perfect goes down, but now Doctum finding all of the damage as BDD gets in amongst it, and the Magical Journey is not able to get the Bard out, but Viper and Zeka will survive.
And a back and forth here ends up going in favor of KT. A 2-for-free trade. Herald going to go their way surely as well.
Might actually be able to survive, but...
Yeah, I think he needs to...
Yeah, hook gonna connect here onto Zeus as Cuz is moving over. Zeus is gonna be able to get out of there, and I would expect that KT will head back towards this Dragon relatively soon, but with this turret going down...
I think that Zeus ulted the wave there, which is what...
Peter looking to come in here as HLE... This is a little dangerous as the Cosmic Binding is going to go wide. Deadly Flourish does connect as Perfect is making his way over. It's a dangerous position, but he's able to just slip his way out. Tempered Fate going to come through as the curtains have been called. There is Cuz locking down the Dragon, but immediately the KT players fall. And HLE finally finding themselves a good team fight angle as Chemtech Soul as well, Ox. Man, just be paying a little bit more attention. That would be absolutely fine. But that is 4 on the floor here for KT.
You're building towards the Soul point. You're building towards Soul. Not the case, though, is Zeus.
Yeah, the equalizer is pretty nice here, but still, Zeus is well and truly dead, and Cuz is able to walk it off. So there's a nice little pick, evening out the kills here once more.
And that's what they got to keep looking for. That's where I think KT still have a really big edge. It's their ability to get onto a side lane, punish the Rumble, punish the Galio, equalizing the gold lead a little bit, but that alone not going to be enough as, oh boy.
Yep, Perfect going to be having a little bit of a struggle here as the Meep Slap came on down. There is the redemption for a bit of extra damage there as well, as the needlework is actually keeping him alive pretty well as, oh my goodness, Perfect almost does it! But Peanut is able to lock him down in the end with the help of Zeus and Delight. Oh man, Otacon up and available now as well. No teleport here. 30 seconds on Perfect. We'll see whether they do commit to this, but with Peanut so low, it is not something that they're looking for.
On that one, you can't excuse Perfect. He's that far up against Bard, with no turret.
Yeah.
With Otacon on the top side of the map. Now, it won't lead to anything because it was able to get a sufficient counterpunch. BDUs also pushing it the bot side of the map.
Straight out the gate, so the damage souls just weren't available anyway, right? Kind of new.
I actually think... Oh.
Okay, BDD will be able to find the Rune Prison as Justice Punch comes on through. Stun going to be avoided pretty well, but HLE They are just on the Otacon, and they'll sacrifice their Galio for this. KT still over here, looking for an opportunity, but Cuz has no way of getting on in.
BDD,
so this
too
is
late.
just
push.
Oh, okay. Well, Perfect is still going to try for something as the exhaust goes down onto the clone. The depth charge comes in as the Tempered Fate, not exactly the most optimal. Still Delight taking a lot of damage as BDD finally going to get in here, and Doctom is going bananas. In goes Zeus, but he will fall down as the Deadly Flourish not quite working out as BDD gets the Seraphs, and oh my god, this rise! Eventually he does go down as the bullets do not rain true, and Doctom!
That Perfect's able to do, and also this really kind of helping out Ult from the right as you highlight, because they were getting toasted. It was just the two of them, and I think that the fight wouldn't have been as close as it was, but there's still so much damage being done. Viper staying just out of range of BDD, keep getting closer.
The best way to be disappointed.
But they're never there.
Nope. Well, Baron is just going to get started here by HLE, and it's going down pretty quickly, especially with this Leandri's on the Rumble.
They don't know.
KT, yeah, they are going to move into the river, and I think they've got a decent idea as to what's happening right now, as Cuz, can he actually get in? Tempered Fate is going to go wide as Cuz bounces on top of Delight, but the Baron is just done, and HLE are just looking to get themselves out of here. Even the Deadly Flourish is connecting beautifully. Peter is going to go down. The knockups do come on through as the Cyclone is working out in that backline, but Peanut is still going to fall down. Now they just need to keep these Barons alive as Doctom will find Viper, and Zeus is not going to last too much longer. Only one Baron will remain. And it's Zeka actually moving into the mid lane here to look to take down an outer turret as well, getting the one remaining Baron to use already.
I'm loving the mayhem, Atlas. I don't really know what the takeaway is. The fact that it's really only Zeka that holds on to it, I think is actually a pretty big deal. Spot the ward, Zay's looking on the flank. BDD does not get to clear it as Peter looking off. Gets the Hex Flash, Banana Brush control is there.
Yeah, Banana Brush control, that's what we want as Peanut gets into that back line, but he's just gonna go down. Tempered Fate actually keeps Cuz alive, of all things. That was ridiculous, as now Zeus going to get knocked down. It's a double kill for the Corki. This is gonna be Soul for KT. And the roller coaster, yeah, there was some dips, but that's what makes the ride fun.
It's always just one more game before the roller coaster goes up and comes down. We were just scaling that hit. We knew it was coming.
Yeah.
We knew the moment was there. That's the soul, and that might very well be Homolife fully losing control of this game. This is up. I think they can actually try and play toward it, as I love this. Classic Death Brush. Yeah. Trying to catch Perfect on the sideline, but he knows!
He actually just dashes into the brush. He now Doctom's there! The magical journey cannot be taken by the Bard again! And Doctom actually goes on over. I don't know about that one, as the Equalizer is going to do absolutely nothing at all. Peter finds his angle in, and Zeka, absolutely no hope. He goes golden to see his death for a few moments, but no chance is he taking down this Corki. And now Zeus is going to fall as well. KT officially going to dismantle the orange tank here in game one. It was going to be too much, but as it turns out, not to be the case. Cuz having a really good time.
I can't believe that the running gag of Perfect getting side lane ganked is now turned around on Hanwha.
I mean, what has been one of the greatest achievements from Doran this season? It has been dying as Gwen in side lanes and winning the game.
Keen's done it a bunch of times as well.
Well, Keen doesn't necessarily die. That's the problem.
No, he does like twice.
Yeah.
Well, that's my problem, is like, with 2 inhibits down, 1 inhib because mid is about to respawn.
Oh, Peanut finding the Cyclone here, looking to try and get into that backline, but BDD currently is untouched. Peanut is able to flash his way out, but still they're in the meat grinder, and my god, HLE finally finding the damage. The GA going to get procced here, and with Doctom dead, there is so much less damage here for KT. As BDD going to be able to pick off this Bard, finds the double, and HLE, they thought they had an angle as Viper somehow miraculously able to get himself out as the Deadly Flourish is going to connect. And Peanut, why are we pressing B?
But then they made the lethal mistake of underestimating BDD. As, that's a big miss.
He calls it as soon as he goes in. He's like, keep going, Realm Warp in, Realm Warp in. Cover me.
Oh my god.
Yep.
Also,
push towards top.
like the realm war.
Doing the thing. It is crazy as now Zeka does find perfect. Zeus is here. He's holding the trigger button. Finally, the equalizer does go down. The exhaust comes through and down goes perfect. Flash out to avoid the tempered fate as now the redemption comes in and Cuz he'll find Delight. That's going to be the first kill back here for KT as now Zeka has been isolated. Eats the rune prison though very nicely as the knock-up comes through onto Viper. It's not enough to do the damage as Zeus just pops like a balloon. Zeka going to follow suit and Doctorm will find the damage as the Realm Warp delivers only BDD to underneath a very low turret. And KT, I think this may have just been it.
Diabolical coach cam as they are sitting there with agony.
The amount of sweat in that room must be a ridiculous amount of sweat in that room. That was not great by the script, not gonna lie to you. As look at the KT fans,
wait,
no enthusiasm, nothing at all. As yeah, he has managed to take down the wave, but he is still going to die as KT, they've got a super minion here. That's gonna be game one, and KT will be able to take a game from one of the teams in the top 3 of the Legend group. I don't think that KT are necessarily feeling like they're in as good of a position with a draft like this in comparison to game number 1. But there are certainly some risk factors here on HLE's side as well. As you can see, a few minions in the lead as these waves are going to equalize. But that is sort of how this matchup is supposed to go. All right, let's see whether Zeka can make it work. Level 3 is there's the flash in from BDD. Zeka is so low. One auto attack would be enough to do it. No flashes left available as the ward does go into the brush. And Cuz will make his way over. Wind becomes lightning, but that's not necessary. Audaciously, he picks up the first blood.
This wave, and then I'm gonna look for it again. Is taking a look here as flashes the Q there.
And also make sure that he holds onto the ball the whole time for the extra... You still get armor and magic resist, right? For holding onto the ball. And that may have actually been relevant as he does finish it with just about 100 health. And Cuz says, enjoy the meal.
You know, for POM.
Yep.
We're making some cases here. Watch this sidestep.
Oh my god, he plays it right on the edge.
Yeah.
Nothing at all.
I'm not going to lie, Atlas. I'm not believing.
Wait,
there we go.
We're flipping. Peanut just going to come on over and look to see whether he can take this one down as there's the knock-up. It's going to be secured by Cuz. And Peanut now needs to get the heck out of here. The flash gets him away. But he just spent a bunch of time, used his flash, and didn't get the Drake. He doesn't even have tempo vibes. They just have the tempo of the game at all times. All right, here's a bit of a dive. The flash in from Delight. And pop goes the Sivir. Peter is there with the door, as now BDD's coming on over, looks for the shockwave, connects it there onto Delight, as he does manage to stop for the auto. So it's a 1-for-1, but with the Sivir going down, that is dangerous. And now Cuz looking to try and answer, but he does have Zeka on the way as well. They have to be very careful. Whoa, okay. The Ambess is very dead. They'll take a plate as well, as Zeka is going to look to move on over, as Dominus comes on through, perfect. Gonna tank up some turret shots here.
Camille back and it was like, oh, I'm hook shotting. No, you're dead.
Oh, speaking of dead,
he doesn't have Dominus.
He doesn't have Dominus. He doesn't have Flash. And all right, let's see whether he can do his best to survive. The answer is he gets a lot of health back from his Cull the Meek, but and that's the end of that. Health and Peanut.
Oh, second Drake would be a big deal here.
Yeah, KT already got it down to half health, and it's a Mountain Drake. It's a pretty healthy dragon, but Peanut is going to look to move his way in. Zeka over the wall as well, as Doctorm finds a Boomerang Blade onto Delight. He is level 6, as let's see whether Dominus will be able to keep him alive, and the answer is absolutely not. Still Doctorm getting some damage through, but it's a double for the Aurora, as in goes Cuz, and out he goes after that. Extendo Beam not going to find the mark, but it's not quite a certification, but it is still HLE in a great spot in this game.
We kind of knew it was coming. They didn't make it any less painful as perfect. But Dominus, I don't know if it would have really changed. Oh my god.
Oh, I predicted it. Yeah, I'm 6 out of 7. Thank you.
I really thought you were going to be like perfect. Like
I did used to be. As now BDD's going to get engaged on. The exhaust does come on down, but he's in a lot of trouble. Cuz gets over there though, looking to protect his mid laner, but Zeka is going to close in. Still KT have found Delight, and they will be able to get Doctorm a kill, and now BDD is still running his way out. The orb comes over, Zeka misses the button, and there's the clockwork wind-up. That's the passive value right there!
They went way too ham on a target where they didn't have to follow up.
Yep. And now this Rift Herald should be going over to KT.
I don't know about that smite. That was that Peter's smite, I guess?
Well, Doctom is once again going to get off a decent spell shield, but Viper is going aggressive, and Zeus, oh, you could tell he wanted to press that R button.
But that flash was, that looked a little bit tilted to me as he has dominance in 2 seconds.
Well, can he actually wait long enough? That's the question. He gets it off, and there are no minions left, but still, Delight has an unbreakable will. There is just no way for him to get out of the way of that one. So 0-3 here for the Renekton, unfortunately. Perfect, having another rough one.
Silly me thinking that was going to make a difference. I'm like, no, it's not. No, it's not.
He did kill all the minions, though.
He did, yeah.
So
also, he's getting just chain Freeman, right? And the real question is, what did they get on the opposite end of the map?
Well,
and
first turret blood.
Looks like first turret blood in mid lane turret, which is a big deal, as well as a bot lane turret. So, attack angle compared to last time, like Zinzao, Orianna, Brad, and then also Braum
Renekton feeling
and then
real good about it.
Yeah, that's the big one. For all what Mbessa's on the team, like let's be very real here.
And I mean, when Zeri builds any sort of lifesteal as well, it's going to feel pretty good. Zeka finding a little bit of value here as Kuz and Peter get chunked, but it's not going to save this outer turret. And HLE going to even out the goals.
Set up the kill for Kuz and has not stopped since on this Orianna.
Is that something you see often in this matchup? As Megacone is going to bring Peanut further away from where he wants to be. That is going to be the ulti connecting onto 2 as Peanut does flash his way out. BDD is going to find his way over as now Viper's the target, but he heads over the wall as Kuz follows him, but the Megacone is going to get Viper out of dodge. Peanut is running for, looking to try and get through the cupboard as Delight gets himself out of there, and the Otacon should be going over. Zeus is in the top lane.
Yeah, they're doing all the prep. It's just Zeus.
I mean, Zeka is there as well, but they do just get on top of him and he's dead. We said single target CC is pretty good for KT, and so when you provide only a singular target, you're gonna get CC'd.
And that play worked because Zeka didn't have TP. Kuz and Peter are set up, they can split up the engage.
Yep, soul point available. Zeka can get over the wall though. Let's see whether he can make something happen with a big ulti, but it is going to be Kuz locking down the dragon. Now Between Worlds comes on through as Zeus gets himself out. Delight going down so incredibly low though as the Crescent Guard is good. There's a public execution into the backline and Zeus pops off and takes down this Sivir. Still, Kuz is trying to get the work done and Viper is going to fall. Perfect going to do the same thing though, and KT mostly lying on the floor as it is only Kuz left standing.
A 4-for-2 trade, but you get the soul point. Don't see any response right now. I think perfect. I thought that they knew this was going on.
They're just not gonna check. So
okay, so they're just gonna let it go.
Well, Kuz is booking it, trying to get on in here, but the Baron down to 5,000 health. There's Between Worlds from Zeka. Peter desperately trying to get towards the pit. They get the ward in, but unfortunately, they don't get anything else. As Kuz goes over, the Unbreakable Will comes down. It is going to be the Alistair falling, and KT looking to try and salvage this. BDD making his way over. Well, there is a control ward in the back of this pit.
They know he's there.
Yeah. Yeah, and he gets the idea of the number, but unfortunately isn't able to stop this. So Perfect coming on over to defend this inner turret as Zeka going to get stunned up. There's a shockwave from BDD as well, as Perfect will follow this one up. Down goes Zeka. BDD locks down the killers. Now Viper trying to use the ultimate to get himself away. Has to flash as Kuz will spot him. Finds some walls as down goes Viper. Another Baron eliminated.
And Zeka struggling on this Aurora as
Zeus will be able to find the backline here as BDD goes gold, and Doctom is the one in trouble though. Public execution, and he takes down the Sivir. BDD is just trying to exit the whole situation, and he may successfully do so. As Delight headbutts him away. He's kind of happy about that one. Shockwave is going to deny anything. As now Kuz just fighting with Peanut. Some Demacian justice being put down here in this mid lane.
Yeah, Kuz wins that in a 1v1.
Yeah, and Zeus also teleports in. Peanut, perfect. Okay, he's just going to leave.
Can't, because they're going to look for
they had a lot of other...
They're still Baron for a minute, what? No. No. No, okay, they get it.
That's how you do it. That's how you make a Baron push happen.
They can't, okay, well...
T-fans, though, there is only good endings, because they've already won a game, and that was more than they've been able to get all season long.
It's always hard to read, man. You know, I play a lot of visual novels, finding out the true ending, it's hard. All
right, Peanut is just going to dive in there. He is going to go down to his GA, but Zeus gets into that backline as well, and it is just a ruckus underneath that turret.
Gold lead still keeps getting bigger.
Yeah.
And obviously we can talk about other comp. We talk about Campexo, so how much value you get of that. But as mentioned at the top of this game, like there's also just there is an issue of KT's comp and the expiration date. I don't even think that that's what's losing in this game, though. I feel like they are just kind of...
Start the suffocation. It's a wait on the Baron right now. 38 seconds until that one's going to be there.
I think the game now, it's very underwhelming. That like I really think that the trade for Baron for Soul was fine. But then after the mid lane play and the bot lane play, I don't know if KT actually gets to play the game anymore.
It's not looking like they're doing very much.
No, their items have kind of stalled. He has TP. He's the only one that can answer it.
All right, well, he's immediately teleporting back, so he's not really answering it. It's now perfect. All right, Cataclysm gets Peanut in there. He's out of there immediately as the public execution just deletes Dom. And BDD doesn't quite find the angle. He does still have his Shockwave available because doesn't have GA. Peter not going to have his life for much longer, but Perfect gets into that backline. Zeka in trouble. Slice, dice, down goes this Aurora. And now down goes Perfect, as I don't really think too much more is going to happen here. The wave will be eradicated apart from one of these siege minions as KT. They do get back to try and save this Nexus turret, and they do so. But Zeus is just going to finish it off.
20 seconds until Dom is back. I don't think they can hold here. There's no Baron, though, so maybe they can hold it. They can keep BDD safe. The bottom wave, though, look at that. The super wave is on its way, but Dom, 10 seconds.
No more teleports available, though. Zeka is going to have his in 24 seconds. That'll be Elder. Actually daring him to try and play the game.
I know it's, okay, yes, but I know it's a hard game to play. But Dom in the last game was impeccable.
Yeah.
Right there, though, isn't the actual thing is 5, right? 5 cards.
Oh, is it really?
In Yu-Gi-Oh? Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Well, I guess maybe then you need Grubs, Utakan, Soul, Baron, and Elder.
Or is it 6 things? Like body, head.
Oh, you just and Herald. And first turret, and feats of strength. Well, Viper is looking to make all of them down, and down goes Dom as just a byproduct of Viper pressing his R button. And the Baron, the tower, not going to be enough to take down Viper here. He will delete that turret. The rest of HLE are looking to try and destroy this Crocodile, as Zeus happily dashing his way out, and this game is over, and HLE will bring us to a 3-game series, exactly what all of us wanted, as Zeus will bring down the Wrath of the Dragon to take out his opposite number. It was a bit of a foliage game.
Yeah, but he did play Ivan like it was Maokai. I know he played it a lot, but it was...
I mean, they are both trees.
Yeah, but they shouldn't be played the same.
No.
Because the main thing is that Cuz doesn't know, so he's wasting a lot of time. It's Delight. Oh, the minion wave!
There it is. Seismic Shove going to connect there as well as BDD has to flash. On the level 5, no Spirit Rush to come on through as there's the rocks, and down goes the Fox. And that's what wins you the game.
That is just your...
I will say it every time.
That's just your favorite amount of gold.
Yep.
Pina doesn't have flash, by the way.
He did have smite, so there's that. He is really dead, though, as he just pops like a balloon. That's BDD grabbing a kill back. And that is actually going to give him a slight gold advantage here in this lane where things were not going so well.
It's just because you're human?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just I said N-word. Okay, Zeka now getting pillared here by Cuz. The flash forward from BDD, though, and down will go Zeka. The seismic shove from beyond the grave as the Pop Blossom does find one, but Dom has red, white, and he is ready to fight, although maybe he shouldn't be, because he's just going to get eaten by a gigantic Aatrox, and BDD kind of wishes this was another Chemtech Soul game, because that Blast Cone did not take him far enough. Viper will lock down that kill, and HLE skyrocket into a 1K gold lead.
Gonna need a replay on that one, Atlas. I'm a little
I was so ready for Dom to pop off, and then he just popped.
You need to have a clean front to back. Like you can't play for a messy fight.
Oh.
Like
Delight is very dead. BDD just going to find him and execute him.
Clean. Actually, the kill goes over to...
Well deserved there, Peter.
You know, maybe after this we keep the LCK broadcast running. We just challenger thoughts.
Oh, perfect. Let's get flung around just a little bit here as Zeus is moving in. BDD is immediately ulting away as Cuz is going to explode. Into the backline goes Zeka as well, utilizing that walls. The rest of KT just trying to reform. It's a lot of ultimates on cooldown here for HLE, but I think they should still be able to take down this Rift Herald without Cuz on the map. Does make a fair bit of sense. Dom's guns as well don't feel fantastic for this particular moment. And so KT will just back away, let this one happen.
I actually really like what HomoLife's doing here, because I think HomoLife very aware of the fact that, again, KT, what they want, even though the RA feels a little bit, you want a front to back. You want Sion and Trundle on the front line. You want Aphelios free hitting after, besides that, and Lulu to be able to support everyone. And then BDD can like look for picks, try to play for Peel. He has a couple of options in his case. So every single fight, HomoLife, the previous fight at Dragon, exceedingly messy, which is good for them. Now, this fight where they just single out Cuz, who should be a little bit more tanky, but
well,
very tough.
They're going to look to see whether they can just take down this outer turret. It's not going to be the case, though. All right, we are just starting the train. It's a bit of a drive-by there from Perfect, but the Pop Blossom is gorgeous. Still, there's not really a whole lot of follow-up, but still, Cuz is going to die. As BDD looking to make his way out against Zeus. Perfect trying to escape as well, and the Infernal Chains pull him back. The Seismic Shovel still missed, but it does not matter. Down goes the Scion, the zombie gets no value, and HLE should be able to make it a double dragon.
I don't know about this Blight Trundle.
I do, it's bad. What do you mean you don't know? Of course you know.
That's my... Come on, take a look, Atlas. That's the way I phrase my disapproval.
I know.
That's the character I'm playing.
But
I
also,
can't just be like, that was...
When you phrase it like that, look at the script. That's my response. Okay?
Okay, we're getting too
it's
many...
a bit better, isn't it?
We're getting too many layers deep, man. Oh my god.
Well, red, white. Okay. White, purple. Maybe that's going to be good enough. Never mind. He is going to have to be Mikhail's Dingoes as Zeus. Oh, man. Looking real clean, as they will be able to take down that one as well. The crowd goes wild as he tries to get back in Shelly once more. Still, she's taking a lot of damage. The Moonshot does collect it. Down goes Daisy. Does wave goodbye, which is adorable, as the wall is going to be set up. And now KT, they're inside the Thunderdome. Perfect, able to break the chains that bind this time around. As Cuz moving forward, Moonlight Vigil is decent, and Peanut will be taken down. No smite for this Otacon this time, and it's Cuz that's able to lock it up. Still, he's taking a lot of damage. Perfect as well, tanking this up, but he is now unstoppable. The Pop Blossom finds two in the backline. Doctom, one of them with the Severum, keeps him alive, and down goes Viper. Delight, no one there to support him. He's charmed up by BDD, and my goodness, is BDD charming today. As Zeka, he'll just walk his way out. 4 on the floor, and they just get Otacon, Chronicler. That's what you asked for.
Everybody put your hands up. We're in the roller coaster.
Oh my god. The script is really on the nose today. Like, really on the nose. Or Doctom.
And now look at the gold swing, by the way. That's not even including the stats you get as
Zeus might also be falling down here, as he is just a little bit too far up, and Perfect gets his revenge. It is going to be Soul Point over the HLE.
I don't know
whether it's
worth. KT, I don't love that. I know you're getting a lot of gold on the top side of the map, which is like...
I mean, they have a gold lead now, which is kind of nice.
Okay, but
Soul Point is a big deal.
Infernal, Atlas.
Yeah, Infernal's a bit better than the double Chemtex that we've had the last couple of games, and especially if Cuz is just going to die. He gets the Wild Growth, and he does flash away, but that is a lot of buttons. All right, well, 3-1 and 2.
Doesn't even have his third item yet. Like, does he just kill them if he has...
I mean, Infernum's a heck of a gun. So, as they're moving over towards Zeus, or the Slayer doesn't connect, another shove does land onto Perfect, but he's starting to not really notice them. But the Dragon is getting taken down. 50% health now, and KT does need to make a move. All right, in they go. There's a Moonlight Vigil. It does connect, and Cuz looking to make this one a 50-50. He comes on over and he steals it. It went down to 4 health. As, oh my god, the damage. The pillar is gorgeous. The rest of KT moving over as BDD into the back line. Still, Zeka does find the angle, but Doctor, my god! The damage is filthy, and KT, they rock the fight and deny the soul as well.
Face stolen, as Delight doesn't have access to Spellbook.
Nope.
So can just, you know, try to...
He has a Tangle Bobs, though.
Go for a Hail Mary.
There we go.
You have to. You have to. You have to. Oh, they're going to just keep it there?
Yeah, BDD is just going to come on over and say, no, you're just not even going to get into this.
Was it, again, another early smite?
I mean, it went down to 4 health. Have a look at this. 34. There was a 4, but it was 34. And I mean, it's a really good shove, but ultimately doesn't actually matter. And look at that guy getting all of these resets.
Oh yeah. And the pillar as well. There's actually a lot of members on Humble Life for which it is very annoying. They're going to get this inner. And the gold lead will grow here for KT, but it's not a knockout punch. That's the big thing. Even if they get the mid lane turret as well, puts KT in a good position.
And perfect. Just going to move up towards this inner turret. 3 items finished here for the Scion as well. He's a very happy boy here at 32.5 minutes in the game. That cannot be true, as now we're looking for a bit of a face check here. Perfect is just going to wander on in and throws Daisy through the team as Delight is a minion. And Perfect doesn't take damage.
Kind of love that he didn't get hit by the...
The row of the Slayer onto the Daisy is so cute, actually, as Moonlight Vigil comes down. It does get a stun onto Zeka. It doesn't do a whole lot of damage with the Gravitum. And again, Daisy is just being rocketed through the team, charmed up. Oh my goodness, this is not very fair. Still, it's now Perfect just going to get focused down. Where's the response from KT? It's just not even really there. Zeus happy to tank that damage as PDD dives in, there's a pop blossom, it connects onto the priority target and down he goes! The GA has been popped! And he does have a Severum, I just don't know whether it's going to be enough to keep him alive, and it is not! PDD cannot answer this! Down he will go, and I blame only Chronicler for this happening! And now, finally, Chronicler will admit that curses are indeed real!
Okay, no! No, why? Yeah, why are we letting them just slowly take down Perfect? We have all the tools in the world!
Why do you have to talk about all of those tools? As Golden is PDD, Delight tanks for quite some time. The Nexus turrets are dead though, and HLE, after an absolute nail-biter, will take down KT in this third game.
Does mean that the bot lane matchup is obviously going to be a bit rough, but Sivir and Rel is not a super punishing lane by any means, right? So you don't have to be too worried. You also don't have jungle pressure pre-6, really. Also, don't think you have to be too worried about mid lane impact.
As Morgan is down to 50% health, now dealing with the fact that Clear is looming and Raptor is right here, and there are no friends in the area. He is going to be able to dash around. The exhaust is very late, and the flash out gets Raptor just out of range.
On this patch, he is very good as Croco. Look for a play. He is not 6 yet, and there are reinforcements in the air.
Crash down's fantastic, though, as he gets himself out, and it's Hype that picks up the kill. Kellen dives in, but he is not saving his AD carry there. And BNK, they will be able to get themselves a Chemtech Dragon, but I don't think they're too worried about it, as in goes Closer, but out he goes immediately afterwards. Still, the Spirit Rush comes on through, Orbit Deception, and the Flash comes out to avoid the charm. Vikla taking a lot of aggression here from this Ahri.
Nicely done there by Bro. Good counter punch. They'll lose the Dragon, but it's just an individual Drake.
Who I was actually related to.
I only know the famous Collins, you know, Fur, Feral.
Ah, yes.
Yeah. Have you watched the Penguin yet?
Yes, I have. Incredible. As now Raptor could be in a little bit of trouble, but does just use the ulti in order to keep himself safe. As the Bros will be able to grab themselves the grubs.
We haven't noticed yet.
All right, Killer Instinct does come on through here from Diablo, who's just looking to kill Hype, and he may actually be able to get it done. The passive is going to be procced, and yeah, the flash does have to come down. Seismic Shove goes wide here from Vikla, though, unfortunately, as the Shattering Strike comes on through. And the Orbit Deception in the air, clear. Closer just gets behind him, and Kellen, once again, just that little bit too late. Well, Max has stopped working.
Well, not right now, I hope.
Max's brain has certainly stopped working.
That is
but he is still at work. All right, Vikla is going to get tagged by another charm. Man, Closer is really making an argument for this Ahri situation that's going on here in this mid lane. Him and BDD doing some decent work here so far today, as Croco going to be trying to get that Cyclone to work, as Raptor is attempting to get out, and oh my goodness, now Kellen has the ulti, and now the Wukong is going to go down.
Yeah. But I feel like Diablo, when it comes to his playstyle, really, it's just, even though he's never been to the LPL, he has the LPL Kai'Sa.
He does have that energy.
He has the energy.
Yep.
Which I enjoy. You know, just take those Rs. Just go in.
Yep.
The team that gets Soul Point will get it like 90% of the time or something. I think it's actually really OP. As
Bro! Storm going to catch them out as Morgan is here. And Raptor does get exhausted, but still, Kellen's there with the quickness. The Cyclone is waiting for clear, but he gets the equalizer down first. Still, it's the Sivir that's picking up the kills, and Raptor, the boomerang blade comes through. Finally, Diablo gets into the backline, and now the fight is getting to a closer. Turns up the charm, connects to Diablo. He cannot keep himself alive, but the bros, they can chase them down. The Foxfire is in there as, Croco shows himself, but Vikla not quite in range. And the flash forward from Croco is a disaster. The flash, though, from Closer, that's very different. And Kellen gonna go down as well. And this Ahri is so fed. It is ludicrous. That's an ace at 15.5 minutes.
But you know what my favorite part is? I don't know how much this is going to matter because we're just going to do it again.
Absolutely. Rift Herald down to about 50%. BNK wanting to take that. That'll mean feats of strength, or at least one half of it. As in goes Kellen, and out he goes, but unfortunately it's not quite enough. Closer keeps himself alive as well. As now Raptor with the Crescent Guard trying to survive also, but it's now Morgan that's starting to pop off. The knockups looking fantastic from this monkey, but still, there's no follow-up, and now Hype is all alone. And Clear can just light him on fire if it's not Diablo just knocking him down. And yes, Closer survives, but now it's just on the other side. No bounce.
By the way, Atlas.
Yes.
You're looking at this?
Oh, it's Soul Point.
Which means
they have a third dragon.
That's basically Soul. That's all I'm saying. I'm trying to really... You said I had to praise BNK as much as I could.
It's perfect. It's basically game over, is it not?
Where is Challenger's Clear? We haven't seen him for a long time.
Where is Croco? He's in the top lane.
He's in the top brush. Interesting. Well, you can lose the game and still win the series. I do think they're on the verge of losing Otacon. Yeah, they're not.
Yeah, Weaver's Wall is just going to deny it, and so this is not where the bros lose the game. However, this is contributing.
Also be aware of that.
Yes,
which
probably before us.
Oh, definitely, yeah. Which means that they're going to know beforehand as...
All right, Equalizer going to have to be walked down here by Closer as Clear going forward, and they really want to kill this Ahri, and they will be able to do so. Diablo, though, will get caught by the Cyclone as Morgan dives in, but Polu is still going to be dead. Diablo keeps himself alive, and it's not quite the Dragon Pit, but it's pretty closely timed.
I think this is a win for you, Atlas. It was near the Dragon Pit. Diablo was the killer. I'm looking towards Atlas.
That's what I'm hoping for as well. And I think maybe I work the other way. Maybe I just need to say what I actually want to happen. Heck yeah.
You were there.
And Umpty. Oh man, the general. All right, Polu does get over the wall. Croco able to do so as well. As okay, let's see whether this Baron is actually going to get flipped. It's going to be a success. Oh my god. And he sets up the gorgeous shove from Vikla as well. Hype just snapped in half. And now they can go for some sort of desperate sort of flash into the pit.
Come on.
Croco does have the flash available. There's even a blast going there as well, but it looks like the turn is going to come on through. As Croco trying to work out where he wants to go. The Cyclone does come on down. The Baron is going to be secured. They do turn onto the Rumble, you're right. Seismic Shove connects onto two, is now Closer trying to get the damage down, but he just doesn't have enough. And even though he hits every button, it does not matter. Diablo still just ulting on top of him. That's a clean ace. That's the Baron, and that's BNK destroying Bro here in game one.
And it started off with just some relaxing Bro and Brew, but it turned grim soon indeed, Atlas. Don't believe that.
I thought it stood for delivery because he got us some lunch today.
He did. Shout out to you, Deacon. That was actually delicious. Thank you so much.
Absolutely fantastic.
Really appreciate it. Especially as a caster, you know, we don't have a lot of time in between.
Oh, that was a segue into the series again.
But you're a Bro fan.
Oh, you know, yeah, like, true. I mean, we're just having fun because we're watching our bros.
Don't let it. I know, I get it, man, but don't let it get to you. The bros are always there.
You don't get it. You're a known bro anti.
Well, yeah, but I understand.
Don't pretend to empathize with me.
I hear the way.
I feel like
the Bro fandom talks about Bro, and I know you're there. You're amidst them.
Well, I mean, the attempted empathy is nice,
but
I don't think that it's really what I want right now. It's okay. Morgan is going to find some bounty gold.
This game's,
I just didn't want to be patronized, and I felt a little bit patronized.
Oh, yeah, I've had this issue before.
Yeah.
Well, I like to say buddy.
So, like, people get annoyed at you patronizing them when you're patronizing them? Is that what you're struggling with?
Oh, my God. You don't have to take it out of me!
But you're the only one here.
I know, that's true. I guess you have to. You can take it out on chat.
No, I don't want to. Chat are all perfect. That's all right. The bros desperately trying to defend these Nexus turrets, but they're just going down. And BNK, I mean, it's been a while that they've been in this position where it's just pure victory, but now Clear is going to bring it home completely. Diablo also just flashing around, and he'll mop the floor with the bros here at 29 minutes. The Nexus will go down, and the bros gonna have to try again in game number 2, and at least they'll have that chance, as they will actually wait for Morgan to die before they do kill the Nexus.
Mostly short-range comp, with the exception of obviously the Jhin setup as well as Victor, into so much team fighting power.
As Raptor will have to walk over a ward if he is looking for a gank onto Morgan.
I like this.
Let's
Round
see
2,
whether Morgan is going to be able to keep this one okay as he gets the shield, and it's a 1-for-1, but First Blood does go over to the Renekton. However, with Zombie Scion, Morgan will be able to at least tidy up the wave. In awe of the Lord, just saying no. Driving by and also eliminating a full minion wave. And so as you can see now, the waves are only just crashing.
BNK is really getting overwhelmed by Bro in this early game. The early Dragon goes their way. There was a bot wave that is currently being missed. Maybe like he 1v9 that game. That was insane. Was it against DK? I'm not sure. But I know he had an absolute disgusting Cho'Gath game.
Yeah, could be in a little bit of trouble here, but Clear is moving on in. And the bros just going to have to back away. So it does mean that these grubs are going to go on over.
Take this?
Yeah. Well, they're not even going to watch. They're just going to accept that it's going to go down, as Morgan is just looking to kill Diablo, or at least get himself a flash, as Polu goes in. Diablo, one more auto will do it, and down he goes, but it is going to be in trade for Polu. Still, Morgan going to be able to get another knockup. Interrupts the Vault Breaker, and that should be the end of Raptor. However, he flashes over. Hype is in amongst it, and he didn't really want to be, as Croco, now the one starting to bite chunks out of BNK. Raptor trying to get underneath the turret, but another chomp comes up. Never mind! Raptor turns it around. Still, though, he's out of the way of his cow, and the cow is going to fall, as Vikla is the one left standing at full health.
Right here in our very Rice group. I love Rice group, man. It's just...
Oh, we are trading. It's a 1-for-1 as Polu rotating over. And Pop Blossom just going to pick up Clear, throw him down, and that is just a dead Renekton. Kellen,
you were dead!
He doesn't have ult, so he is here. Hype doesn't want to tank the turret, though, so they're just going to let him live.
Didn't he watch them walk up?
Yes, it was a bit of a spectator support type scenario here as some plates are going down. He is dead. So, I mean, I've made that play.
Or does this work by...
Come on, don't play dumb.
No, I'm actually... I don't... You and Velas have opposing opinions.
I'm just going to take a brief moment to say that Clear is dead.
Yes.
That did happen.
That did happen.
And so it's looking good, as now Raptor is looking to try and change that. Deadly Flourish comes on down. Headbutt Pulverize is going to probably spell the end of Closer, but it has to be a pretty deep Vault Breaker here from Raptor, who goes down relatively low. Morgan now looking to get himself into position, and Kellen pushing him away. This might be enough, but Polo is going to make his way over. Kellen having a little bit of an unfortunate time here so far, but Vikla is going to turn up. This Dragon going to be very, very important. It's going to be spawning in 3 seconds time, and Raptor is in the pit. But he does immediately move over to the orb. Now Diablo is just going to walk into the river. There is an exhaust on Croco, but he doesn't look like he cares about it at all. The teleport in from the Scion, but can he make it in time as Croco is just going to pop like a balloon? Diablo, you didn't want to press R, you're not playing Kaiser anymore. And the double snare from Polu means it's a double kill for... Okay, there it is. The Shockwave connects onto 2 and Morgan. Is it possible for him to die? It's possible for Closer to die, though, because that is Vikla just locking that one down. Morgan will then probably be killed as the Q, the knockup, and out of there is Raptor, and Morgan going to be giving over a triple kill. So your question about Vikla is it's a yes. The answer is yes, he will get to the down. He's 5-0-2.
How much gold is he? He actually hasn't bought an item in Light Group so much. And Atlas, you know, this is the catch-22. Now what I said came true. Bro didn't hold on to a 2K gold lead because it's only free, and they lost Dragon, and they're gonna lose bot lane turret.
They still have a 400 gold lead. Rift Herald is going to be picked up. The game is still very even, but
is it?
I'm a little bit worried.
Atlas, you know, you are the expert on tempo vibes. Tell me what they say right now. Tell me, Atlas, what do they say?
Oh, I don't want to.
Yes, you need to.
Okay, it's BNK. That is a mystery that I think, you know, you were talking about murder mysteries and stuff like that. I mean, this is the real murder mystery. Crazy. And yes, there is a TP. Morgan might actually now be caught out of position because he just flashed into a wall. Clear comes on over. Croco's back in the mix yet again. And they've actually put a whole lot into just Clear. So he's going to go down. The Pump Blossom is brilliant, but Kellen is still alive. His will unbreakable. And his hooves are going real fast. Still, Morgan is just going to wander up. The headbutt over the wall. It's absolutely adorable. Supportal combat is going to be the answer. And yes, it is the Nico that is allowed to kill the cow. And that is precisely what's going to happen. Who won?
No.
Oh, dear.
No. Okay, but so
another Q is going to go wide. We're just not going to watch. We're just not going to watch. That's going to make us feel better as the Bro fans, as Morgan will be able to clear out this wave.
Vikla doesn't have TP.
Yeah, and Raptor is a jungler.
Okay, I guess
so this is just Arakan for Morgan. And who is more tanky? I mean, that's the question. It's probably Morgan. Vikla is just going to continue pushing. Being called, and the kennel just pops up under Diablo, so he doesn't get a fourth bullet. And now there are some buttons on cooldown. Still, we're waiting for the Arcane Storm. That's going to be up in
Raptor
7 seconds
spotted.
time. Yep, Raptor going to be scried. And Deadly Flourish is going to miss onto Morgan, the largest target on the map. As Diablo now completely out of position, the kennel is going to close him off. Still, Hype not going to quite find that one as Clear finds the back line. There's the double knock-up though as the Shockwave connects onto both of the frontliners. And down they will go, and now the Scion comes in. Misses the ulti, but it doesn't matter because Croco's there to once again say no to Diablo. And Kellen, oh no, play the song. We need some Celine Dion because unfortunately, the cow just goes in to die. And Diablo trying to utilize this outer turret to keep himself alive, but the Bros, a colossal win in this fight.
Looking very, very good here for the Bros, Atlas. That's going to be Dragon. Set up a bait here. I think your engage is actually very, very good. Oh, the flank.
All right, there's the flash in. All right, Kellen is just going to explode, though. I'm not entirely sure about that one. Diablo is also, it's just a drive-by, so never mind. Morgan doesn't really find it, but Vikla is still just going to die. The Arcane Storm is annoying for Hype, but it's not for Croco. He just eats the victor for breakfast. Oh, no, I think Clear will probably just take a consolation in a turret, and Diablo's going to try and get rid of this outer.
Okay, they are.
Go for a little bit of a trade, I think. That's not too bad.
I think Bro is looking amazing right now. They got the level 16.
Oh, he might actually have caught out Polo, as there's a cease and desist. Finds Polo, and the grenade is going to finish him off, and Clear secures this inner turret on the bottom side. So, inner turret is dead extraordinarily quickly. So the Bro's going to utilize that pressure from the the Scion. Wait.
Are they?
Wait.
Okay.
We're just teleporting in. Okay. Morgan hasn't pressed the R button just yet. There's a nice knock-up. Gravity Well goes down. They're just going to win the game? Is that the plan? Clear is so close to dead. Kellen trying to get in there. There's a cease and desist. It's a Pump Blossom. The answer is so good from Polo. And Hype is flashing away, gets himself the shield, and he'll survive. Closer now keeping Croco alive as well. It's a double, and yeah, the Bros, they don't need Soul Point. They just need your Nexus, and they're going to take it right now.
Oh, the clean ace! What?
Hopefully not team fight. I think that's how it works.
Okay, so you have a strong 2v2, right? I can see the split pushing potential, but what if that doesn't work? It's still a big deal, and Lucian has a lot of mobility. His closer.
Closer went in. He is looking to just kill him at first blood. Goes over to the LeBlanc. She does die for it, but she was gonna die anyway. Teleport back simultaneously. And now it's that dive you were talking about. The Braum nowhere in sight as Hype doing his very best to be okay.
Side slash.
The Flag and Dragon, that's pretty good, but still gonna get the answering kill. Is almost a double as Raptor.
When that is.
All right, we're gonna check this one out from Closer's perspective.
Pros are getting the best out of a bad situation, right? As you highlight, as we take another look here, hits level 4, and I think that's the window for him to win with the W in. And then that flash forward, I actually think, again...
Hype is going to be there to defend, and Polo is going to be around if necessary. Level 4 for the Braum.
Bro. Yeah. But trying to fight a Kalista at level 6, it's always a big risk.
It's going to be a tough one. Closer is now rotating over first. The culling does come on through. There is the Cataclysm. The double knock-up with the Fate's Call is so good, and down goes the Braum. That is going to be the first one in this fight, but Closer is already out of there. Croco trying to leave, and Hype should also be able to vacate the area, but the Bros not feeling great about this one. The flash is going to get answered by Closer.
Ultimate. That's now 2 kills going over to Diablo, and Vikla also feeling a little better here in the 1v1, although...
You're saying?
Well, that was the 1v1.
Right.
He basically did not feel great in the 2v1.
Yeah, pit. But Kellen is also lurking. This is looking a little scary as Diablo.
Hype did take a good chunk, but then again, Polo.
Yeah, Polo in a lot of trouble. He does have Flash, but he doesn't have his life. So unfortunately, the Flash is not going to help. And Vikla is just pushing in this top lane. Morgan is going to make his way back, but that is 2 plates.
Substantially. We do have Croco. He does have a really good steal here with the Q. If he can get him, I think he's not going to be allowed near. Look at the confidence here. Diablo
just walks up.
No, I mean, Diablo was just backing in the brush. You can't be dying to that.
Well, can't be dying to this either, as Hype is able to just get himself out. Doesn't have Flash, remember? That was from that earlier play. Hostile takeover comes in. Down goes the Lucian, and the flash away from Polo is going to be momentary respite. But unfortunately, BNK is starting to run away with this. See whether it actually works out as Raptor is quickly making his way in. There's the flag and drag, and down will go Closer. The chain's going to connect, though, and he is going to get away with some funny business. Now looking to make his way in, but Vikla is able to clean up the kill, and it's even worse for the Bros.
Of BNK.
I'm seeing that as well. There's also first turret going on over. That is going to only extend it. That is going to be feats of strength coming on in as well.
That's a disaster, right? Flash didn't work, but also that Vikla goes for that play is Diablo?
Diablo may be in a little bit of trouble as Croco is running forward, but he's immediately running away. There's the knockup onto the Pantheon as Diablo's now starting to hop, and these Rens are going to start coming on through, but they do just destroy the Jarvan. Now the bailout is going to come in, but Diablo is unfortunately not going to survive. Still, they do have to sacrifice their Pantheon, but it's a trade up for the Bros, and I guess they'll take that.
And then BNK are like, what if we just went in? And that's what they always do.
That's what you gotta do.
Mid lane turret falls. 2-item spike has been hit for Diablo, for Hype as well.
5 seconds as Closer is going to dash away. Yep, the Drake is now up and available. Will be the second one for either team. Not a soul point or anything like that. As now, Bro going in, Croco flashing for it, the culling. They just wipe out Diablo! And now without their Kalista, this is going to be so difficult. One after the other, they are falling! And it's a dragon as the reward. The Bros spring to life.
And yet another twist and turn as the vibes shift again. Second Drake going over to Bro. Everyone's like holiday festivity. We get chocolate letters.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah.
Chocolate letters as in like a letter written in chocolate?
No, it's the letter M in made of chocolate. They can have Clear in front, although Clear is probably going to get Yoricked.
Yeah, he is. The Yoricking has really begun and in a big way. Look, the entire crew is here. Morgan with his posse just beaten down on Clear here. Oh god, he just has to flash the entire lane. Morgan is unrelenting, as now Raptor has found a target. Croco does put up the wall though, and that hostile takeover didn't quite work. Still, the Cataclysm is going to come down, and Diablo this time is just bouncing around the fight, and he's continuing to dash in closer now. The Rend is on top, and there it is! The bailout comes through, and Morgan really unsure about what he's teleported into, as Vikla not even going to go down. And Ryu still not celebrating yet, but I think this is a deserved Otacon for BNK.
Come on, man, not even a chuckle. Your boys just got the 4-for-0 Otacon on the way. As we got to take another look at that. I think it was just Croco walking into them.
Gets bailed out with that last hit.
Watch him glide, by the way. As I said, he's looking to glide.
And the culling was also instantly interrupted.
And glide he did. That's one. Was looking for the bailout.
Yep. And he saw his target. Oh my goodness. Something that Faker did earlier on. No. It was nothing to do with that. Don't you worry. 2.2k gold here for this Kalista. And Diablo is an absolute menace. Okay, we're evening out the dragons as well.
I don't know what it means, Atlas. I don't know if this is enough. Win fights by himself. There's no tank on the enemy team.
I mean, the problem is like, bro should never be fighting fights. They should be doing this. Just picking someone off and saying, no, we will then not team fight. We will do a bit of damage. We'll find a little bit of an angle as the all-out does come on through. Croco is delivered on a silver platter. And unfortunately, BNK are just starting to become way too far ahead as the bros, they're trying to play the tricksy playstyle. And BNK, they're like, no, we team fight, we take objective, we win game. And it's working.
There's no smite available, so they should just go to BNK. Maybe bro look for the turn on the fight.
Let's see whether they can find themselves an angle, as that is the Baron going over to BNK. And now they're looking to turn on to the bros as the Fate's Call comes on down. Morgan, is there going to be a ghoulie wall to help Polo out? The answer is no. Flag and Drag comes in, and that is just a Braum on the floor. And BNK are really starting to run away with this one now.
Charm for bro.
It is a little.
You want me to
this one.
really ham it up? Would that make you feel better?
No, that was fine. That was absolutely fine.
I was about to say, there's no way that BNK can lose from this position.
Honestly, I think it's maybe hairbet time.
They have all the... Okay, you actually want me to?
No.
I feel like you felt like it was derivative.
No.
I'm happy to. I'm happy to indulge you, Atlas. It's a 6-gamer. I don't care.
I just think that maybe it's not even worth it as BNK. They will break open this mid lane inhibitor turret. And yeah, the bro composition, I mean, honestly, when it falls behind, it doesn't look great. And it's fallen behind a while ago. 2 inhibitors are going to go down. Closer is trying his very best to get some poke, but unfortunately, just doesn't really do damage. As Hype dashing away, trying to avoid just dying to Diablo, but just a few sticks, and my god, he takes so much damage. The hostile takeover, a battle on the fountain. But the Nexus turret #1 has gone down. And Morgan at 50%. There is a culling that is dealing with most of the minion wave. That is a dead Raptor, but Polo is going to follow through. The Emperor's Divide is going to get flashed. They're on the fountain. Diablo does have that bailout, but the Nexus turret is going to go down. Vikla finally falls.
They're dying, Atlas!
Okay, maybe an opportunity here, but now it's Clear's turn to go all out and look to finish this one off. Closer cannot get enough health back, and Diablo is just going to bounce around until this Nexus explodes. Closer doing a few tricky things, but he's not going to save this Nexus, and BNK remains supreme over the bros.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.